Ta-da! What is he smoking?
He's chewing on a toothpick. What's smoking?
A peace pipe?
Peace pipe.
Yeah, there's nothing. How to say it. You see how it starts to bend.
Here we are making our compost piles.
What's DGW again? A little bit less dry material,
That's the type of dry garden material.
dry garden stuff.
What is it?
What did that say?
Giving it a good soaking, because right now nothing's been broken down, so all the nutrients we're not losing them if the water runs off. So then everything will be really nice and gross.
Here we are on the way to the garden. There's Craig in his fabulous hat.
First of all, I'll just say that a lot of the food in here is edible, but a lot of it is also herbs, perennials, things that we have growing all the time so that we have a fair amount of flowers all the time, and also so that we all the time have something growing. One of the purposes of the garden is actually just to show people what a garden looks like, what different foods are, what spices look like when they're growing, and so part of what we have in our mind when we're planting things is just that there's, as often as possible throughout the season, something growing. So if you see stuff growing and wonder, it does have a purpose, but it's not always, the purpose is not always, you know, to harvest it and use it in cooking. You don't spray anything against pests, and one of the ways that we deal with that is we have figured out what grows here well, and that's what we plant. So again, we have a fairly wide variety of things, but there are certain things we just don't grow because they don't grow here. We grow a lot of chard. It grows here very well, and people here like to eat it, which is a great, any of the chard here you're welcome to take. A lot of these leaves, like this, are either broccoli or kohlrabi. And you saw both of those yesterday. There's a lot of broccoli ready right now. Like you can see all these little sides. It should basically look like a
These
There's
are
a couple
loofahs.
right down there that are
Loofahs actually
long.
grow like a squash.
So what happens is it grows like a zucchini. You harvest it when it's finished, when it has a harder skin like a pumpkin. You let it dry. And then what happens is the inside's basically dry, and that's what makes that fibrous material. And you just basically, you can almost knock the fruit against something and just kind of crack the skin, and you sort of peel it off. The seeds will be inside. You know how a loofah has like those cavities on the inside? That's where the seeds will be. And then you just clean it and you can use it as a starter.
This is harvesting corn seeds.
So now this is ready. The other thing is Josh and Debbie were rehydrating some old soil mix that we made before that just got completely dried out. So they've now rehydrated that. So that's ready, this is ready.
What do you call a garden tool that gets around?
I don't get it.
A hoe.
Right. But then why a shovel?
That was just trying to make you realize, trying to throw you off. The joke was really hoe.
There are a lot of ways to sow seeds, and you can do it carefully or haphazardly. For me, it's important today, like take the time, do it exactly how I'm going to tell you to do it. After you've done it that way once, you can start to experiment. First of all, actually, I brought a bucket of water, and it's really important when you're sowing seeds to have clean hands, not like this, because you want to have control over where you put the seeds. We're gardening, we're not like fairies in a forest. We're actually deciding exactly where we put each seed, and it's because we want it to be easier for ourselves afterwards. It's not necessarily natural, but that's the whole point. We're controlling this environment, and that's what we want to do. We're, like I said yesterday, we're allowing the natural processes to happen. We're providing soil for the seeds and water, but we're making decisions.
So here I am, I'm planting my first seeds, basil seeds that I took right from the seed pods. It's very important to make contact with the seeds. I'm seeding endive, and I really like it. So I cut up with the knife, and then I'm going to put 1 or 2 seeds like this, and then cover it up. And then at the end of the course, we'll see what turns up.
Jody.
Hi there, we're going for a hike in the desert. We're not going to go up that mountain, we're going to go around it. It's a few-hour hike, so yeah, it's a beautiful day, a bit cool, a nice sunny day. I've got my great hat on to protect me from the sun. It's going really great, amazing group of people, and yeah, it's great to be here.
And every bead is under the name of Allah, in the name of God. They walk and pray with you.
What are you doing here?
Most deserts are always hot and cold at night. The Arava, this one. Well, it's not really a desert either, it's just a valley. The Negev desert's north of us.
Yeah.
That's a desert. I think the Arava Valley is within a greater desert. Well, they call it Emek Arava.
Emek Arava, right.
It's the Arava Valley.
Yeah. But it's still desert, it's just rocky desert.
Right.
Sandy. But it is, I think it does answer the definition of a desert, which I don't really know.
I mean, it feels like a desert to me.
Yeah.
So we're going to be transforming this abandoned garden, and today we're building trenches and going to build or create sheet mulching, compost, and we'll see the transformation over the next couple months and see this garden come alive.
So I think humans definitely have had an influence in this desert.
Happily shoveling shit.
I'll come do that.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go weed.
My name is Hidai. I'm a kibbutz member here, and I'm in charge of the water pool, the water treatment. And today I want to talk with you about how to use your body when you're doing some work. So what we'll do, we'll talk a little bit and demonstrate in each tool what is the idea behind, well, how to work with it without damaging our back. Many times it will be quite different of what you're doing now, and when you will try it, it will take some effort. It will be to think what you're doing, not just doing it, and it will feel like it's slowing you down, which might be true, but in the long run, when you work from day to day, if you do each day maybe 10% less, but you can still work after a week or 2 weeks and not have to take a break of 2-3 days in the bed because your back is killing you, it's worth it. The main issue is that our body is not really designed well to walk on 2 feet and 2 legs. The right way really is trying to use your legs as much as you can and your back as less as you can. And there's another idea. Whatever move we do, if we take 2 points and 2 points, the length between these points should not change. Like I'm trying to keep my torso straight and in one piece all the time. That means every move like that, okay, I broke it. So every bending like that, it's not good. So you're trying to move with your hip, with your legs, and try to do it. As far as we hold things from our body, heavier they get, right? I'm trying to keep them as close to my body and use my body for the movement. The stand that she did was good, so we want, you know, the warrior stand, yoga, tai chi, etc. One leg on the back, one in the front, and that's the move of the body.